Hey guys, this is Progressive Transformation here, and today we are going to do a video about the lateral dumbbell raise. Why should we train the lateral delts? Well, we have two reasons for that, at least. First one is shoulders and lateral deltoids, when properly developed, create an X-frame appearance through wider shoulders. The wider your shoulders are, the bigger your shoulder width to waist width is, creating a more aesthetic look. Second reason, heavy compound exercises aren't effective at targeting the lateral deltoid. Isolation is needed in this one. Well, now that you know why should we do this exercise, what muscles are we actually going to work while doing this exercise? Well, first we're going to perform a lot of shoulder abduction, which is going to target mainly the lateral deltoids. Shoulder abduction is also known as taking the arms away from your torso. Also, the second movement we are doing is shoulder flexion, in which we're going to mainly target the anterior deltoids, also known as front delts. Loading the lateral raise should be done with a light load and around the 10 to 20 rep range. This is because if you add more weight to the movement itself, you will probably put your form at risk. In this exercise, instead of focusing on increasing the weight, we should first focus on progressively overloading by improving technique and mind-muscle connection. In this exercise, we should focus on reducing momentum as much as possible. To achieve this, you can flex your glutes while performing the exercise in order to prevent excessive movement at the hips. You want to grip the dumbbell with your index fingers up against the head of the dumbbell, with your pinky closer to the middle of the handle. This is going to force the side delts to work harder by increasing the internal rotation moment at the top. Make sure that your shoulder blades are retracted and initiate the movement by leading up and out with the dumbbell. Also, rather than lifting the dumbbell straight out to the side, you should lift the dumbbell in the scapular plane around 15 to 30 degrees to the front when viewed from the top. Throughout the positive, you should focus only on flexing your side delts to move the weight while keeping your arm and forearm soft. In order to make it easier on yourself, you want to think about sweeping the weight up and out instead of just up, which is going to help the side delts get more involved over the traps. On the negative, also don't let the weight fall down and try to properly control it. Now that we talked about the exercise in itself, we can also talk a little bit about common mistakes that I see around the gym when executing this exercise. The first common mistake is going too heavy, like 90% of the exercises actually. The problem with going too heavy is that since the shoulders aren't a big muscle, what ends up happening is that you ruin your form and simply end up recruiting bigger, more developed muscles to aid in the performance of the exercise. Like you end up involving more of your back, more of your bicep, tricep, etc., etc. Even a little bit of pecs if you're doing it totally wrong. Make sure that throughout the set your form is consistent, and when you fail and when you start to fail is because you can't get your arms higher than you did before. Also, the second most common mistake I see is turning the lateral raise to a front raise. You want to remember that the scapular plane is only 15 to 30 degrees forward from perpendicular, so you shouldn't be lifting the weights excessively in front, which will defeat the whole purpose of the exercise and end up focusing on the front delts more. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. It's a little bit of a shorter one in comparison to the others, but it doesn't take away from the quality. Hopefully it only improves it. Okay guys, if you like this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for listening to until now, and well, have a good day.